An Englishman named Barry is going to be making some egg fried rice, and Uncle Roger's going to be judging him. I wonder how this is going to turn out. Let's find out. If you're new to the channel, my name is James. I've been cooking for many years, and I do have plenty of videos and recipes on my YouTube channel. Now, let's get started. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe.
Hello, niece and nephew. Been a while since Uncle Roger upload new video. Uncle Roger take all of July off because my nephew Nigel get married. And Uncle Roger, the caterer, can't even enjoy wedding. And don't worry, wedding photo, wedding video, they all coming soon. And of course, Uncle Roger gonna roast it all. So make sure you subscribe if you want to see that.
Nephew Nigel got married and Uncle Roger had to cater? I wonder what he fed them at the wedding. I bet egg fried rice was on the menu. At least something with MSG. Had to be.
Anyway, today we're gonna review Uncle Roger's favorite thing, seeing white people try MSG for the first time.
Hello, hope you're good. This is a bag of MSG, also known as monosodium glutamate. I've actually only used it once, but when I ordered it, it arrived in this like massive bag like this. So the aim today
Not massive. You call that massive? Go to any Asian grocery store, go see how we sell rice. That massive bag, this tiny, this like travel size MSG.
Travel size MSG. Now, if anyone does work at the airport, truthfully tell me, when you open up somebody's bag and you see like at least a kilo of white powder, do you honestly think the first thing in your mind is, oh, this is just MSG? Or do you think of something else?
In the words of Shakespeare, to MSG or not MSG, that is the question.
What? Always MSG? That's not a question.
You don't always need to use MSG, and for that matter, a lot of Western recipes, we don't use MSG. We use a lot of the natural ingredients that have this, as people like to say, the umami flavor, or this real nice savory flavor that we use to enhance cooking. Also, salt is the most important ingredient in the kitchen for flavoring.
Description as a shortcut to umami.
Correct.
MSG is a purified form of glutamate, an amino acid found naturally in foods like tomatoes, cheese.
This is really boring. Why are you just reading Wikipedia? Don't need science explanation. MSG stands for make shit good. It makes everything better. You know, you break your leg, sprinkle MSG on it, instantly heal. Don't need cast.
Alcohol is one of those things that can also make everything better. Not for everyone, but for some people it's like this. Like anything in life, even if it's something good for you, it doesn't mean that you need to have an excess of it. Unless, of course, you're talking about money. That you do need an excess in life.
We hold the world ransom for $1 million.
$1 million isn't exactly a lot of money these days.
Enhances savory flavor by boosting umami. Do not use more than half a teaspoon per 250 milliliters of food. But some
Reading label on Asian ingredient, that's your first mistake. Just use feeling, nephew Barry.
I always thought
Too much talking. We're gonna skip forward straight to experiment.
So for our first test, we're gonna do egg fried rice.
Why is he using this blue little plastic thin cutting board? If you're going to be using a cutting board, I do not recommend getting the thin little plastic cutting boards, the ones that can bend, because when you put them in the dishwasher, they will warp on you. Now, if you want to talk about plastics in your food and everything else, that's for another matter, then don't use plastic cutting boards at all, just use wood. But me personally, I wouldn't be using this little plastic cutting board. I mean, he has a little wood cutting board under him. He could be using that instead. He's not butchering any meat or anything anyway.
Yo, egg fried rice, okay.
White rice, I cooked that last night. Got some spring onions here.
Spring onion, good.
Chop those up. The thing I've really realized with doing videos is if I like take my time.
Why you have this nice wood chopping board, but then you choose to chop on this shitty blue plastic board?
Egg fried rice needs eggs, so
correct.
We've got a little bit of salt and pepper, some
Salt, pepper, okay. Oil, good.
Actually, someone I was mulling over, I kind of want the basic stuff to taste not too bad. This is soy sauce, which does have a little bit.
Yeah, soy sauce, correct.
The cheaper ones use MSG too.
I mean, we all know what soy sauce is. No need to explain.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, soy sauce is one of those ingredients that is so international today that you don't need to really explain what it is. But if anyone does want an explanation of where it comes from soybean. It's a fermented product, and it does take a long time to make. The Chinese invented it millennia ago, but today a lot of people assume that it's from Japan because it's very popular there.
We're gonna make our egg fried rice with these things, but then To half of the batch, mix in half a teaspoon of the MSG for some MSG enhanced cooking versus the natural stuff.
Okay.
On the side of the pan.
Let's wok and roll. All right, so we use the B cam. Let's wok and roll.
Uncle Roger don't know what was his lame dad joke or his fridge back there that looked like it got gangbanged by a sticker. Hiya. What your fridge name? Bonnie Blue, is it?
I don't think I've ever seen a fridge with that many stickers on it. And I've seen a fridge with a lot of magnets on it before and stickers, but that's a new one for me. Some people are like this with their cars too. They'll stick stickers all over their cars.
Just in with the eggs now. Oh, don't think I've ever made egg fried rice.
That a lot of oil. Hiya. Look at that. It almost same proportion of egg and oil.
That's not the only thing, is that when he poured the eggs into his little wok that he has, it wasn't even hot. I mean, you didn't even see the oil come up to temp. You want the oil to be hot, but first of all, don't add that much oil to the pan because when you add the eggs, it will spit and you can hurt yourself.
I really want to eat that. So we'll get the egg back in there in just a minute, but we'll add a little touch more oil.
More oil, but as we can see, Barry is using his Tefal pan. This is a company that has partnered for many years with Jamie Oliver. So, what's the difference with this pan compared to the others? Well, besides it being non-stick and the best non-stick in history, blah, 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 as all the companies like to say, the thing is that little red dot in the center supposedly does change color when the pan comes up to a certain temp.
And it's kind of up to you on the rice side of things. Like Mrs. B likes to really toast
Why?
the rice.
No. When you put oil in egg fried rice, let the oil heat up first before you put rice in there. Hiya. Why are you in such a hurry? Uncle Roger not happy. I feel exactly like that Homer Simpson cutout he have.
It's almost completely. I'm just gonna get it nice and evenly coated on the
Too much rice, overcrowding in pan.
Huh? Look at that. Uncle Roger took the words right out of my mouth. I think Uncle Roger's been watching my videos because I say this normally when a pan is too overcrowded. When you overcrowd a pan, it takes a longer amount of time for everything to cook in the pan. So you need to add less and things will cook faster. And I say this also because Uncle Roger has reviewed 2 videos, at least maybe 3, that I reviewed first. And then he reviewed it a few months later. So coincidence once, yes. Twice, 3 times, not so much of a coincidence.
Eggs are going back in. So when you're frying as well, perhaps we're doing that too.
Look at the rice all come together. No.
The spring onions.
Oh.
That soy sauce is stained.
It's so wet and lumpy. Ah, that's not nice having rice that's wet and lumpy. Who likes wet and lumpy rice? It's just nasty, isn't it?
Stained that rice.
That what soy sauce do? It stain things? That how color work? Why this guy explaining all this random shit?
Okay, so
Oh,
about half of that on a plate here.
that not fried rice?
Part.
Look how he just took it out of the pan with his little spoon and just slopped it on the plate. It's just a bloody lump. It's like a brick.
Half a teaspoon of the MSG.
MSG cannot save this. Hiya, niece and nephew, look at that. What is that clump of sadness? This don't even look like fried rice. It looked like that fake food slime we.
Ooh. What was that Uncle Roger showed us? I've never seen something like that before. No, but Uncle Roger's rice. Well, Uncle Roger's right, not rice. I'm thinking of rice. You don't need it like this, yeah? It's just, yeah, when you put it in your mouth, it's the texture.
Stirring it through just to make sure it's all nice and combined. This is going to be fascinating. Non-MSG, MSG added. They both smell amazing, nice and fluffy. But
This not fluffy, this soggy. It almost porridge. Uncle Roger, no, this not egg fried rice video. It video about MSG. That's why my legs stay on, but it really hurting.
As Uncle Roger is saying that this is a video about MSG instead of like egg fried rice, I think he's gonna say that it tastes really good, but from a texture standpoint, I mean, if he added a little bit of milk to this, we could have made like rice pudding. Honestly, we're not that far away from it.
are we going to get like a new flavor or something like this?
Okay, this one got no MSG. Okay, it's gonna be boring.
egg fried rice for breakfast. Am I hungover? That's really nice.
What? You think that nice?
Soy sauce in there, which is running through.
You got the lowest standard when it comes to egg fried rice. If you think that one good, that MSG one gonna blow your mind. Let's see this British guy eat MSG for the first time and lose his MSG virginity. His MSGinity.
Bit of spring onion.
That just wasn't right, was it?
Sorry, children.
So here we go. It doesn't smell any different. Like, will the flavour change?
Of course it will.
Wow.
See?
Straight away. I don't know how to describe that, which is brilliant for a video.
Yo, see? This guy just discovered the truth. And Uncle Roger know how to describe it. It called flavor. Something British people don't know. British people colonized the whole world for spices. But then when they go back to Britain, the flavor disappear faster than Epstein client list. Hiya. That's why Uncle Roger later this year, I opening new restaurant in London. It completely different concept from my restaurant in Asia. Fuyo, it's Uncle Roger. You heard it here first, niece and nephew. More news about that coming soon. But shh, keep London restaurant secret for now. Don't tell anyone.
Uncle Roger's opening another restaurant, and this time in London. How much money does he have? I mean, honestly, everybody thinks that it's so easy and so cheap to open a restaurant. It's not. Not only do you have to find a place to either rent or buy the property, you may have to build the kitchen or remodel the place unless it's a turnkey where you just go into the place and then just take over. You don't need to do any remodeling. The equipment that you have to get just for the kitchen itself, not for the dining room, the employees, the insurances, everything, the food, the gas, the water, the electricity. And then on top of it, advertising. And London itself is one of the most expensive cities in the world.
It's almost like rounded. It's rounded all the flavours together, almost like enhanced them in different ways and made the dish kind of like complete.
That is the magic of MSG. It complete your life. Who need wife?
You know what they say, happy wife, happy life. I guess Uncle Roger didn't have a happy wife, so he didn't have a happy life.
Emotional damage.
Oh my gosh. That is amazing how half a teaspoon of that has made such an...
Uncle Roger actually feel a bit bad for him. This discovery, every Asian people, we grow up as baby, we already know. But this guy, I don't know, he's 35-year-old, but first time experiencing proper flavor. Better late than never, I guess.
I was born in '89. Seems like a long time ago now that I say it, doesn't it? I mean, when I was 12, I thought 18 was old. But now, I look at 18-year-olds and think they're children.
Oh my gosh.
We just see nephew Barry orgasm from MSG. Now let's see what his next experiment is.
Dairy.
So this is a bit of a curveball, this one. MSG doesn't typically enhance sweetness, although people have said putting it in like melted chocolate.
Is he putting it in...
really add some depth.
Is he gonna put it in yogurt? No. MSG only work for savory, salty thing. It's not gonna work for sweet thing. Gonna taste weird.
That is interesting, isn't it? That it only works for savory food and not sweets. You see, with salt, you can actually add it to dessert to help like enhance the flavor. It just adds a saltiness to it. That's it. But sometimes that saltiness makes things better.
But this is a strawberry yogurt.
Ugh. You really putting it in
It's
yogurt?
fairly sweet, so it might not make much difference at all. If anything, it might make it taste a bit disgusting. So I'm actually going to go for slightly less.
No.
That was probably about a quarter of a teaspoon, but I want to see what that does.
Here
No,
we go.
don't eat that.
Oh, no.
Well, I'm glad it's done something. It's made a fairly sweet yogurt, slightly bitter.
See what I tell you, Uncle Roger? No, never pair MSG with sweet thing. Sweet and MSG don't go together. That's why you never see people selling umami candy. Okay, let's see what experiment next. Tomato, okay.
Tomato.
So Boston, for our final test, the tomato sauce, I wasn't actually going to do the spaghetti with it.
Good thing he tell us already that he gonna experiment with tomato. Otherwise, with this camera angle, Uncle Roger think he gonna put MSG on his dog and eat it. Hiya. Some white people eat their dog too, you know? It's not just an Asian thing.
I've grown up in the country my whole life, so I have never seen anyone eat dog before. I've seen my neighbors eat bear, moose, deer, elk, whatever animal that they could hunt. But dog and cat? never. And horse, tampoco. Mind you, some people do still eat horse. I believe in France, horse meat is still legal. So if you do get like a burger or steak in France and you taste it and it doesn't taste like beef or pork, it may be Seabiscuit.
So for this final tomato sauce test, we're actually going to compare 3 different versions. We're going to make a base one with garlic and tomatoes. That'll go in one bowl. The second bowl will be the same thing, but just with a little bit of MSG added. And for the third one, there's a few ingredients that are naturally high in the glutamates to see if we can skip the need to adding the MSG.
So I think he tried to create umami using natural ingredient.
So we're going to grill up.
That's not a bad idea. The only thing is I would recommend not to cut on your silicone pad. I would say to cut on the cutting board that the silicone pad is on top of, because that will mess up your silicone pad.
So you see, mushroom got a lot of natural MSG and tomato also.
Grilling it, that can add umami too.
This is one reason why I like to add mushrooms to a lot of my dishes, because they do add this nice meaty flavor, even though they're not meat, it's a fungi.
Shouldn't take long.
Garlic, okay.
These are the things as a middle-aged man that my friends probably get confused that I get excited about.
Middle-aged.
And don't get me wrong.
Just
like,
cook,
if I was
don't
just making
talk. This nephew Barry. Uncle Roger like you, but you're talking too much. This not podcast. You don't need to keep talking.
The sauce here has had 15 minutes to gently simmer those garlic flavours into it. It is a little bit chunky. Bingo.
Uncle Roger like how his name is Blender Ken. It's a good idea to give a name to appliance you use every day. It create more familiar feeling, more bonding. That's why Uncle Roger, I named my blow-up doll Esther.
You know, somehow I don't think that's a joke. I think he actually does have a blow-up doll named Esther, but I wouldn't be surprised if he had another one named Nigella.
Nigella Lawson is Uncle Roger's favorite MILF. Mother I like to fry rice for.
Bingo. Okay, so I've actually got 4
Tomato sauce look good.
sauce in that one. That's going to stay exactly as is. This second one,
MSG in there,
going
good.
in that one. So, plain and MSG. I'm going to put in a few slices of our grilled tomato, grilled
Okay.
mushrooms, some anchovy fillets.
Anchovy got good MSG also.
Other than using it sometimes to make salad dressings.
But hopefully it's not too salty.
The only issue with anchovies is that they taste very fishy, and this is why they are used to make fish sauce. And fish sauce is one of those ingredients that, well, I love to use in a lot of my cooking, but even the Romans had in their time garum, I think is how you pronounce it. What Barry's making right now by adding all these ingredients to the tomato sauce, he's not that far away from making puttanesca, which is a very, very tasty sauce.
But apparently, and I'm just going to put one in, an anchovy fillet is high in glutamates.
Correct.
Something that's also high in
Parmesan frio.
Parmesan cheese.
This is gonna be umami explosion.
Version of the glutamate, like custom umami flavoring. It does smell a little different, actually. I am getting the like a little anchovy scent there.
And the best thing to do is to add MSG to this also. That's gonna be best version.
So plain MSG, our custom one.
Let's see if you do it.
And I just thought about this a moment ago. I'm like, why didn't I do that?
Okay. And add MSG. Nice.
MSG too. For
Good, good.
Insane flavor boost.
Uncle Roger think the best one, of course, it's gonna be the last one.
We don't see this very often, but Uncle Roger is extremely excited. I mean, just look at his face. He is so excited that Barry is doing this. This is priceless. He didn't even seem that excited when his nephew got married, but he is with the MSG. Go figure.
I can't even enjoy wedding.
Okay, don't want to confuse you, but I have actually spun them around. So the most intense one should be this end, and now the weaker one there.
Yeah, Uncle Roger appreciate you tell us how you organize that. But don't be lazy. Use editing. Put text in there to label so everyone watching will know. Come, Uncle Roger label for you. Show you how it's done.
Okay, so just
Okay, here we go.
It's all right. That's a bit watery, actually. Slightly sour, actually. So will we enhance the sour notes? MSG.
Gonna be a little bit better.
Oh my word. That is completely different. Like, in a good way.
Okay, good, good.
It's almost like the tomatoes and garlic have been allowed to flourish. Let the ingredients flourish. That tastes like a really rich tomato soup.
Now, if you want to make a really good tomato soup, you need 1, good ingredients, good tomatoes, and 2, You need to be adding the right amount of salt, because if you don't want to be adding MSG to help enhance the flavors that are already there, you need to boost the flavor somehow. And salt is, well, a little trick if you don't use MSG.
Right. Our non-MSG anchovy stylie. Sorry, MSG, but that is Flavor Town. The MSG just enhanced it and lifted it. That has got loads of different elements going on. You can tell this is not a texture thing.
Yeah, correct.
It did have a...
If you can get umami from natural ingredient, that's the best. Because natural umami got more complexity, more depth of flavor. It's like comparing proper ramen to instant noodle. Sure, instant noodle, it comes with that little seasoning packet full of MSG, give the broth flavor. But when you taste proper ramen broth that cook for hours, it's no competition. But of course, the best way is to use both natural ingredient and MSG also.
Now keep in mind, you don't have to use MSG to get extraordinary flavor out of products. It comes down to the quality of the ingredients, also technique on how to extract the best and the most flavor out of those ingredients when you make a dish like ramen or even pasta, for example, even a margarita pizza. And then, of course, using other herbs and spices to enhance the flavors. Outside of Italy, a margarita is plain, watery, disgusting, flavorless. The mozzarella, flavorless. In Italy, when you go to Napoli, everything is from there. And it tastes extraordinarily better. Like, trust me.
Bland, lift, depth. Now, what the heck is this gonna do?
I think if MSG on your shitty fried rice already make you orgasm, then this last tomato sauce gonna make your dick explode.
Okay, what type of an example was that? It's a little graphic. Sorry, children.
Remember, this is MSG and our custom spinny whizzy anchovy stuff. Oh my word! That is absolutely phenomenal.
See what I tell you?
Goodness. That is, I thought that was good. That tastes like it's Michelin quality. That is
Yo, because MSG also stands for Michelin Star Guarantee.
bonkers.
MSG doesn't stand for that, yeah? It doesn't stand for Michelin Star Guarantee. It's very clever, but it doesn't stand for that because a lot of Michelin places don't use MSG with their ingredients. There are some places that do use MSG, some Michelin places, but that doesn't mean every place does.
I've got to go from this. Oh, back down.
No, don't go back down. You're gonna hate everything.
Now that tastes watery. The MSG has kind of taken it out.
Correct?
Oh, that tastes watery. So what is this going to taste
It's gonna
like?
taste like nothing.
Okay, a tomato river. This video today has blown my mind.
Uncle Roger's so proud of this nephew. He have the courage to try MSG. So many white people think MSG bad for you. Uncle Roger don't even know why. Uncle Roger think that because so many white people food, they don't use MSG and they cannot compete with Asian food. That's why the only way white people food can win is if they say, oh, MSG bad for you, don't eat that. Come eat my bland food, eat healthier.
That's remarkable.
Not all Western food is bland. I mean, if anyone has been to Mexico to taste like Mexican cuisine, it is anything but bland. Thinking about Mexican food right now, like carne asada, mole, enchiladas. I think I want Mexican for lunch. I miss Mexican food. I love it. Especially mole, which is a chocolate sauce.
That is absolutely remarkable. What the heck is in this stuff?
Nobody know what in there. It's the cocaine of cooking.
It may actually be the real thing.
Monosodium glutamate, purity greater than 99%. I don't know what that other 1% is.
Remaining 1% is the tears of the Asian kid who packaged this up for you. So respect your MSG, okay?
But I found this absolutely fascinating today. If there's any negatives to it other than a doctor that had a Chinese in the 1960s and wrote a journal and then everyone just believed that, I think that seems to be the case. Do let me know if there's any more information on that. If you'd like to see a follow-up, of course, do let me know.
Golly, that fridge does have a lot of stickers on it, doesn't it?
Maybe just a teeny amount, like start with that. Don't get addicted to it.
No. Get addicted to MSG. It's like the best addiction. There are way more terrible things to get addicted to in life, like gambling, heroin, and labubu. Uncle Roger's so proud of this nephew. discovering MSG for the first time. It's like caveman discovering fire for the first time. Congratulations, nephew Barry. Although your fire is horrible and all our ancestors crying.
Overall, I think that Barry actually made a very interesting video and he did a really good job. The egg fried rice, I agree with Uncle Roger, it's not the nicest egg fried rice that we've seen. Lumpy, wet, and just nasty. I mean, it doesn't mean that it tasted bad because he did add a lot of MSG to it. It's just like, it's a texture thing. Long story short, Barry, if you do see this, you did do a good job, so don't listen to Uncle Roger with this, okay? You did do good because it wasn't meant just to be an egg fried rice video. And if you would like, I would love to collab with you. But in any case, if you did happen to enjoy the video, if you got a laugh out of it, or if you did learn something from it, not just from Barry or Uncle Roger, but also from me, hit the subscribe button and the bell notification so you don't miss out on any future content, and be sure to check out my culinary course after this. Until next time, take care.